Hi guys, my name is Ash. As part of Group 12, we'll be looking at the topic of creativity. So our research question is, does being exposed to a positive visual stimulus enhance our creative ability relative to being exposed to a neutral visual stimulus? Creativity pervades many domains of our life, so it can be seen as the ability to create original and generative work. In addition to being novel, a creative product is one that is appropriate and useful in different social settings. So in the past, it's been difficult to empirically test creativity because it is a mental ability. So different studies have done things like use fMRI to look at brain activity or see people's reactions in different social settings. So in relation to cognitive abilities, we do know that our attentional capacity improves when you're in a natural setting versus when you're in a built environment. So when we're looking at creativity, we're specifically interested in seeing whether or not creativity is facilitated by our environments and how this can be applied to our society.
Hi, my name is Gloria and I'm going to be explaining our independent variable of our study. Our study is an experimental between subjects design, and our independent variable is visual stimulus, or more specifically the type of visual stimulus. We'll have a neutral stimulus watched by a control group, which will be a 1 minute long soundless video of a traffic cone, and the experimental group will watch a 1 minute long, also soundless video of corgis.
Hi, my name is Alex. In our study, we will be measuring creative ability. By this, we mean that the number of novel ideas that a person generates can be labeled as creative ability. What that means for us is that if a participant is able to generate more ideas, we will label that as more creative. Conversely, if they're able to generate less ideas, we will label that as low creativity. In our study specifically, we are asking participants, given a piece of paper, we will ask them how many novel ideas can they come up with, how many uses for that piece of paper can they come up with. To measure this and to score this, our research team came up with a scale. 1 to 5 uses is labeled as low creativity. 6 to 10 will be average creativity. 11 through 20 is creative. We came up with this by having the research team participate in this very study as well, in a neutral situation. We all underwent a brainstorming process of the novel uses we had for that piece of paper. With that being said, the only material we will need for our experiment will be a piece of paper.
Hi, my name is Susie, and I'll be talking about the additional controls that we have to implement. So first is there's no talking between the participants, either during the video or during the creativity test. And then number 2 is that videos will be exactly 1 minute long. Third is that the participants will have 2 minutes to generate ideas and 1 minute to write. So 3 minutes total to complete the creativity portion of the test. So a pre-test will also be given to filter out people with inherent biases and affects that aren't affected by the videos in the form of a questionnaire. So it'll include questions like, to what extent do you agree with the following statement? I find myself happy around dogs, or I find myself to be a creative person.
Okay, so to sum up our study and explain our hypothesis, I want to discuss 2 main points. So first, what outcomes we are to expect from the study, and secondly, what are the possible implications from it. So we predicted that endearing visual stimuli, which in this case is the compilation of corgi home videos, will have a positive correlation with creative output, which in this case is operationally defined as brainstorming ability. So in the study, it was coming up with as many uses for a piece of paper. And so for possible implications, this study could potentially contribute to facilitation of educational research and learning environments. So for example, this may lead to kindergarten teachers possibly incorporating more positively stimulating videos in the classroom environment.